Welcome back, my fellow mobile gamers of YouTube. My name is NimbleThor, and today we're gonna take a first impressions look at Utopia Origin, which is a survival MMORPG game, which actually quite surprised me because going into this game, I thought this would be more of a traditional fantasy MMORPG, but Utopia is anything but traditional. It is very, very far from traditional, and we're gonna talk a bit about that in this video here today. So buckle up as we explore the crazy world of Utopia Origin. For example, the game world is actually heavily focused on the community of players themselves building the world, which is a super interesting concept to me. Now, it's something I haven't gotten too far into yet. You guys can see that we only have our tiny little workstation over here. I've kind of set that up beside this huge building over here, which is player built. So this is our little workstation, and you have to remember, of course, that we're just getting started. Eventually, we will have a big house like this one, I hope. And just look at this library over here. I want to have a library like that one day. Let's go check out this house if we can. I don't actually think we're allowed in here. The owner has not granted you access to use this. Oh man, that sucks. I really want to join a guild or something so that we can eventually get into some of those houses. I'm really curious to see what's on the inside. Hopefully some crafting station or something like that that will allow us to build furniture maybe. I know there's a big focus on furniture in this game and building your houses and customizing your character. The shop in this game, we're gonna get back to that later on, but the shop, the premium shop in the game, is just filled up with lots of cosmetics. But I'll get back to all of that later on. For now though, let's just have a look at some of the core gameplay here. So like in any survival or adventure game, we've got lots of things that we can craft. Just look at this. For example, we could choose to start building a dirt wall or wood wall even by spending some of the wood that we just got from cutting down that tree over there. But way before we get to building a house yet, which I'm sure will cost a lot of resources, we need better armor. And right now I've got this body armor, I've got the leg armor, but I don't yet have the leather helmet. So I want to get that one, but to get that, we need more leather. And to get more leather, we of course need hides, and hides we get from killing enemies. But I do think we have enough hides to actually craft 3 pieces of leather. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go. That should have been enough, right? Yes, so now we can make the leather helmet, and I think that's gonna add some extra defense. Let's go check this out. Here it is. It's gonna add extra HP. That's not too bad. So let's add that one. Let's equip it right now. There we go. Look at our little guy here. Oh wait, he's hungry. We gotta eat something. We gotta eat something real quick. Let's eat some blueberries. Okay. Oh wow, that was so close. So just like in a survival game like Durango Wildlands, for example, we do have to keep feeding our little guy here. Otherwise, he's just gonna end up dying from hunger. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cook some food, but for that we need the campfire. So let's place the campfire. Where do we want to place it? Let's just put it down here. And now at the campfire, we can click it and we can click make. And then I believe we should be able to make some barbecue drumstick. Doesn't sound too bad. And actually, we've got lots of meat over here as well, so we can make lots of these. And if we eat all of these, I'm pretty sure we won't be hungry anymore. So let's start eating some barbecue steak. Yes, look at this. Lots of food added to our little guy. And now we're good to go. I think let's get into some of the combat. Now, the combat in this game isn't all that interesting, to be honest with you guys. We simply hold down and do one normal attack. As far as I've been able to tell so far, there are no skill system at all in the game, so that's a bit of a bummer, especially if you like MMORPGs and especially if you're looking forward to that. I might be wrong though. Look at this, by the way. What's going on here? Now, I might be wrong about the combat system. Maybe later on it's gonna get more exciting. I sure hope so. And if I'm wrong, do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'd love to be corrected by you guys. We've got a pet that can fight with us, so that's pretty cool. You can tame a pet and that can attack with you. You can also get a horse or some sort of mount. That's pretty cool as well. And we can tame pets by dealing some damage to them, and then just before they're dying, we can put out a trap, and then with that trap, we'll of course be able to capture the enemies. Look at this, we got some more hide, and we got some more meat. That's awesome. Where is the other cow we were attacking before? I think it ran all the way over here. Now, interestingly, just before I started recording this video, I found out that this game, Utopia, has actually been made and published by the same company that made Arena of Evolution Red Tides, you know, the auto chess game that I covered recently here on the channel as well. Now, just because there's a large company behind this game, that doesn't automatically mean that it's of high quality, of course. And I gotta admit that Utopia is lacking in a few areas, such as, for example, the UI, which I think personally is far too cluttered, and the English translations of the game aren't exactly perfect either. And by the way, we are playing on Asian servers right now. I couldn't find any EU-based servers. So there are a few drawbacks to this game, but the game seems to be actively updated and patched. And much more importantly than those small frustrations, the game is actually fun to play. I have this feeling of being a true adventurer when I walk around in Utopia. There is a map that we can choose to click up here, but we can't really see too much of the world. Let's zoom out a bit. As you guys can see, there's lots to explore. I mean, it's a really huge world. Just look at this. Look at all of this land, and it's gonna take a long time to explore all of that. And the thing is, we're not really told a whole lot when we get into this game. We just go through a character creation screen, then we pick whether or not we want to play on a PvP or a PvE server. And that's pretty much it. Then we're thrown into the game. There's a small tutorial. But after that one, we're pretty much on our own. We're free to do whatever we want, whenever we want to do it. And for some people, this will be really frustrating because there's no interesting quest storyline that you can simply follow. And there's no auto gameplay either. So you do have to do everything on your own. But for other players, such as myself, I'm really loving this. I love these open worlds where we can just do whatever we want, whenever we want to. Now, I would love to see more MMORPG gameplay elements in this game. But I guess it isn't fair to compare this game to an MMORPG though, since it is more of a survival adventure game. For example, we don't really have any character stat systems, so we can't upgrade, for example, strength or mana or intelligence or anything like that. I would love to see that, just because I'm a huge fantasy RPG nerd. But then again, this is an adventure game. And at least we have this really awesome crafting system instead. Let's actually try to craft a bow, just because I haven't used the bow yet. And we could also choose to go for a magic wand. Again, haven't used that yet. So let's craft that right now. And let's equip the wand. If we may, we can go in here. And let's equip this right now. And let's see what that looks like. Wait a sec. What is this, guys? You guys see on the right side of the screen right now, a huge ass joystick appeared. What can we do with... Oh, that's interesting. So I guess we have to draw skills and we don't know any of those skills yet. Wait, there's something there. So we can click OK. All right, can we use this to attack now then? Is that it? Wait, no, what did I do? I drew a circle, right? Yes, so okay. Can I use this to attack? Fully charged, and I let it go. Wait, what is this even? Oh, I guess that recovered our HP actually. Guys, this is far too advanced for me. So let's just go back to the wood club. At least that I know how to use. Now, I wanted to try out the bow, but it actually seems that we need arrows as well. Of course we do. It's a survival game after all. So we need to craft arrows first. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really know how to craft arrows yet. I don't think we can do that just yet. Let's go up here and see if we can find that anywhere. We probably have to craft it from one of these crafting stations. Wouldn't surprise me. We could go check out the melting furnace, because maybe with a bit of luck, we can create a bow at the melting furnace. But first, though, I actually have to find my way back to the melting furnace. Where was it we placed it? I think it was, yes, over here it is. So let's get over here now. It's nighttime, so we can't see so well, but we found the furnace anyway. Let's see what we can melt here. I believe we finished melting iron bars. So now we're just gonna find a way to use those iron bars. And I guess we need to craft some new type of building to actually be able to use them. Maybe, for example, the forge here. And to get the forge, we need more iron bars. Okay, so we're gonna find more iron, and then we can create that one. So as you can probably see by now, it's gonna take a very long time to get enough resources to be able to craft the items and craft the buildings that we actually want to craft. But that's just part of the experience in these adventure games, though. It's no different from, for example, Durango Wildlands, which is also a very dragged out and very slow progressing game. I guess it's true for MMORPGs as well, actually. So maybe that's why we have auto systems in some games. But for those of you guys who don't mind the grind, I'm pretty sure you'll have a great time in Utopia. Just like in quite a few of the other 3D MMORPG and survival adventure games on mobile, though, Utopia does have some clunky animations here and there, and sometimes monsters will even jump on top of each other, which makes them very difficult to attack from the ground, and it also removes a bit of the immersiveness from the game because you see the world acting in a way that it's not supposed to. So those parts I don't like about the game, but overall, Utopia is a very unique experience on mobile, and I do think a lot of you guys will actually really like it. The game was recommended to me by one of you fine folk as well, so thank you very much for the recommendation. If you guys know of other MMORPG or survival games that I should play, do let me know in the comment section down below. Now, as for the monetization of this game, the game allows us to buy furniture for our houses, it allows us to buy new mounts, and lots of other cosmetics and some non-cosmetic items as well. It does seem to me, though, that most of these items we can buy do not actually impact the gameplay. So that's a good early sign. But if anyone has more details on this though, and if you've played the game for months already, be sure to share your experiences with the game and with the monetization specifically in the comment section down below this video. And with that said, that just about covers my first impressions of this game. I'll keep playing to explore some more of the world. I hope you'll enjoy it if you do decide to check it out for yourselves. And now it's time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that it has now been confirmed that Pearl Abyss's Black Desert mobile MMORPG will release globally later this year on mobile. Now, as some of you guys might know, the game has already been available in Korea and Japan for a very long time, but now, finally, the English version should arrive before the end of this year. In case you don't know about this game, by the way, it's based off of the very popular PC MMORPG by the same name, which is why quite a few people are really excited for the mobile version. Now, I'm of course somewhat skeptical about how the game will choose to monetize, as always, but we'll have to wait and see, and for now, I'm just really looking forward to trying out the game later this year. And with that said, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you for being part of the very best mobile gaming community here on YouTube. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.